Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Infinite Crypto Cruisers. Hey there, folks. My name is Brad Varnell, and this is another segment of our token teasers. And today I am excited. I've got an incredible project. I've been talking to this young man for the last, half an hour about the project that we're getting ready to introduce to you. Super sharp young man, an incredible project. Here on the Infinite Crypto YouTube channel, we don't talk about meme coins a ton, but we also believe that there's some incredible money to be made if you can get into the right meme coins at the right time. And we really believe that this one has some incredible potential. So without any further ado, I would like to introduce one of the co-founders of Tadpole.lol, Hamwagon. Welcome to the channel, man. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with us today and kind of going into a deeper dive on what Tadpole actually is and does.
Thank you so much for having me on. My whole team really appreciates the opportunity to present our project.
Awesome. I really love having you guys on here. When we were talking in DMs yesterday, I really enjoyed your professionalism and, your enthusiasm. And then, even today, this last 30 minutes of, talking to you and asking you questions about the project and just getting to know you has been incredible. Now, I know that most of your team is not anonymous and that you're not really anonymous either. We were on camera. I got to see you. You're a real live person, but I understand, that you don't have your camera on right now because you just, you like to keep your life a little bit, private and to yourself. But I just want to, make sure that all of my viewers that are watching this understand that this is not, some anonymous team, something where we're worried about you guys rug pulling and all of that stuff that can kind of come with the meme space a little bit sometimes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. We're all real people. Unfortunately, I am the only team member who was both available to speak today, but all the other ones are totally camera ready. Okay. I think that, it's definitely a privacy thing for me and nothing more. I am very, very much a really decent, honest person. And I think that the rest of the interview will demonstrate that sufficiently.
Absolutely. And I think, I've been around this space for a while. This YouTube channel's been around for, over 3 years. Most of my community trusts me. And so, if I kind of give my sign of approval, which I do, I can vouch, for you in a fairly short period of time. I can tell that you've got some honesty, some integrity, some morals, that this project really aligns and fits in with the whole, infinite crypto mission of creating freedom in people's lives, and a project that's got plans to be around for a long time. So with that, why don't you tell us just a little bit about maybe your background, how you got started in crypto, and how this project Tadpole came about?
Absolutely. So in real life, I'm an entrepreneur. I own several businesses. I'm primarily in the real estate sector. And I've been in crypto since 2009. I remember mining Bitcoin on my PC. And I, like many people back in those days, it wasn't always used for the greatest purposes. I mean, I was certainly buying cannabis, which is currently totally legal where I live, by the way. But it wasn't at the time. I was buying that on Silk Road. And then as time went on, I realized one day back in, I think it was 2017, I woke up and realized that my Coinbase wallet was much greater in value than it was in prior years. And I thought, oh, people are catching on to this now. And crypto stopped being all about the Silk Road. That was just one component of it that sort of pushed it along its first wave. But then all the other subsequent waves have been financial innovation, which I feel have been the real upside of crypto that only got realized like a decade later. And so I've been in the space for a long time, but I've taken breaks, like many of us have. I took most of 22 and 23 off. I was involved in 21, and unfortunately, toward the tail end of 21 and into 22, there were some pretty negative events that happened. But it seemed to me like the projects that were doing phenomenally well were very interesting. It was the Doges that had done well in the past cycle. It was the Sheebs. And then in the last cycle, it was Pepe. Or in this current cycle, I mean, because I believe we're sort of in the beginning of a bull market rather than the end. And so what we thought was, well, it would kind of be funny if we made a cum-based meme coin based on Pepe, right? So, we're sort of like the spawn of Pepe, and we were thinking, well, where do we want to launch this thing? Because we got the idea first. It was actually one of our community members who thought of it. And then we thought, well, ETH is kind of the daddy chain, and Pepe is kind of the daddy token. So why don't we launch the baby token on the baby chain? So that's exactly what we did. We launched the token on the baby chain, Base. And we believe in Base's future. I in particular really strongly believe in the future of Base. I think that with the CBBTC and everything else that they're trying to integrate other large tokens into the platform, I think that this is really the network of the future. And we want to be well poised for future growth of our community, of the token, of our on-chain arcade, of our contests. We just really wanted to be in on this early. So that's kind of why we started where we started. And now we're in a position where we're actually just building a lot on the network. We have, our on-chain arcade that's being built, which is currently we just have one game, which is Fappy Tad. It's really just Flappy Bird with the tadpole. It's very addictive. Just watch out, because if you get a score of 100 or more, objects start flying at you and it gets really hard. So just keep that in mind. But it's totally on chain. It's one of the first ones on the network, actually. And we have other really cool features too, like our incinerator, which buys and burns tokens, or it burns them directly. And we hold weekly contests where you can either acquire points through playing the game or through burning tadpole tokens. So it's kind of a cool way to get the community involved. And we also have an advanced router with a completely gasless transaction system, because our developer got a $15,000 grant from Coinbase. So everyone can go on there and swap all their tokens free of charge.
Yeah, I love it. And I agree with so much of what you just said. I do believe that the Base network is going to be one of the most successful networks in the future. It's pretty hard to deny anything that is backed by Coinbase. They have been around for a long time. They're SEC regulated. They're public company. And so that was one of the things when we were looking at you and trying to decide if we, wanted to share you with our community, and we were doing our due diligence. The fact that you were on the Base network was something that definitely was in your favor. And something else that I really liked, and we talked about this a little bit off camera, was, there's some reasons to get in and become a part of your community. As you mentioned, the games that you play, you've got a leaderboard where people can, win, a little bit of ETH, I believe it is. And so it's not just, a picture of a tadpole and just, hey, come blindly throw some money at this thing. There's actually, you guys have plans, as you mentioned, the arcade and so on and so forth. So, we've got the website pulled up here. Let me see if I can get us over to the website real quick. Yeah, here's the website, folks. And so I'm going to let you, Hamwagon, maybe navigate through the website a little bit and show people exactly what you would like. But for those of you that want to go check out this website yourself, it's tadpole.lol. And with that, what do you like to highlight about your project?
Certainly. So I guess we can kind of go in order here. We have our swap system, where you can earn points for swapping through our router. You can search through. I didn't even know it was that many. Our dev has been freewheeling here. So we've got, looks like 30 different chains that you can swap from. And you can swap any token from these networks into Tadpole, provided that there's liquidity on the native chain, of course. And so we're able to get people from other networks onto Base and onboard them successfully, which I think is a big goal of the Base developers. They really want more people on here. One thing that's really cool too is we also have this thing called a duster, which I currently don't have any dust because I already swapped it. But if you have dust tokens, you can go right in and you can click all of them and you can swap them into Tadpole. So it's a kind of a cool feature that I actually forgot to mention when we were talking earlier, but I think that's might be one of the first dust swappers out there. And on top of that, we also have our incinerator. We have a very arson-friendly community. I'd actually go so far as to say that they're arson-forward. They love to burn tokens. And as you can see, like we've had a couple days where we've burned, 2 million, 4 million tokens. We had a 680 or 690 million supply before, and we've burned about 2.5% of the tokens just through the incinerator. It's part of our contest and our leaderboard, which I'll show. And through this, you can burn one of two ways. You can either burn directly using Tadpole in your wallet, or you can use the burn bot, which buys the token and then burns it. So it's a cool way to be able to participate. And I believe you earn the most points through burning your Tadpole rather than anything else. But with that being said, we also have the Tad Playground, which allows you to play Fappy Tad, which is it's just Flappy Bird with the Tadpole. And
okay.
Let me see if I can. Oh no, it's not available. Okay, I actually don't have my wallet connected. I think that's the problem.
No problem.
That you can go on and play, and we have a leaderboard right now. This person's been really crushing it. I don't even know how they got 1,800 TAD through this. That means that they've definitely been having some successful games. But let me go through. We plan on adding a whole bunch more games, and on top of that, we're also partnering with some other projects on Base, like Base CTO, and we're planning on integrating multiple types of tokens. As you can see from the infographic, like we have little Tadpole gold things in here, and then we also have ETH, and it represents what you can win for prizes. And pretty soon you're going to see Base CTO tokens up here, and probably some other projects where we vet the team. But so far their team has been, and along with Integer, have been sort of like the ones that have been like the most trustworthy people that we've spoken to so far, and have expressed interest in partnering with us. So pretty soon you're going to see a whole lot more Base coins on here, and people from other communities will be able to come in and play our arcade games. We want to have more of them on here. We plan on getting several more games up in the next couple months. So it's going to be really nice to see how that evolves.
Awesome. I love it. And then, let's go take a quick peek at CoinGecko. If I did everything right here, get CoinGecko added to my screen. Let me see here. Nope, I'm not doing something right. Let me...
I think I just stopped sharing, so maybe you can...
Okay. I see. So I should be able to add to stage, and then go over here to CoinGecko and share that tab. There we go. So, folks, this is the part of the show where I have to do the old I can't even say the word obligatory. But anyways, I got to do the, this is not financial advice, folks. Neither myself nor Hamwagon are financial advisors. Folks, this is just a project that I really got excited about. And as you guys know, on this channel, we look for companies, we look for projects that are down in this range. You can see it's got a $1.5 million market cap. But always do your own due diligence, always do your own research. Never take my word or any influencer's word or anybody's word for that matter for an investment. Always do your own due diligence and take responsibility, and never invest money that you can't afford to lose. But one of the things that we really liked when we were looking at this project and deciding, whether or not we wanted to bring it on board was, you can see here, it's got a fully diluted market cap of a little over $1.5 million. It just launched recently, so it's a fairly new token with some excitement behind it. You can see that it's had a little bit of a retracement over the last few months, which is totally normal, especially for altcoins. So we love the fact that we actually have an opportunity to, get involved with this project if you like the looks of it, at a little bit of a discounted price compared to just a few months ago. And there's something else that I think is fantastic, Hamwagon, is that you guys have already managed to get this onto, a couple of pretty good spots here. MEXC Global is an incredible exchange that has a ton of liquidity, has a ton of great tokens on it. You managed to already get on MEXC. Of course, you can buy it on Uniswap, through the base network, and you've also got the equalizer on the base network. So you've got a lot of places where folks can buy this token. Other than the burn feature, what do you think is I know that you got to be careful with what you say, being one of the co-founders of the project, but like, one of the things that I like about this project is, even though it's a meme coin, and we got to be a little leery of that word utility, because I know the word utility in the meme world doesn't a lot of times, line up. But one of the things that I really liked about this project is that it feels like a meme coin that's actually got some utility. So what are the things that you feel like could potentially, drive the price of this token as we experience, Bitcoin go up to 75, 85, 100,000 over the next few months?
Absolutely. So while I, can't for sure say what will drive the price, because I really have no clue and have no real control over that. But what I can tell you is that our community is incredibly based. They are absolute stone-dicked apes that love being able to play games and interact with each other. And it's really the communities that drive the price of everything, and not necessarily just the utility that one brings. And so what we're doing is we're focused on bringing in more users from other chains through our router and through our gaming platform that we're building. We really want to be able to integrate with a whole bunch of other base communities, because I feel that they are going to be a huge driver of not only our success, but also their own. And we want to be able to feature them and have some really lucrative partnerships with them. And my hope is that through all of this new user integration, we will be able to sort of springboard as a community. And hopefully that involves the price going up, but I can't say for certain. And I do believe that with the expansion of the base chain, we're particularly well poised. We're still a top 30 meme on the platform. And so, we're established at this point. People know we're not going anywhere. A lot of times with these meme coins, like you said, there's rug pull risk and things of that nature that, we just have no interest in doing that. And to be totally frank, we probably couldn't, even if we tried at this stage, because all of the tokens are already distributed, and most of them are not in the direct team's hands. So, but I do believe that we're well poised if and when base does take off, because of all of these features that we're building.
I love it. And absolutely, you mentioned, community, and we know here at Infinite Crypto how important that is. And so I did want to share real fast your Twitter page. I know that this is a great way for folks to connect with you and stay up to date with, what you guys are doing here. You guys can see here, it's at Tadpole Base. So go, if you're watching this video, go connect with these guys on Twitter, follow them, hit that bell notification so that you can see all of their tweets and everything that is going on. On top of that, I know that you guys have a very, very great Telegram channel. Is there any place other than Telegram and Twitter that you would like our community to come interact with your community?
So I think that really covers it. I think that especially the Telegram, because we're all so very active in there, that's where you can find most of us, interact with us directly, interact with the community, and get engaged. I think that that's probably the best way to do it. And of course, Twitter is great too, and we share all of our updates on there. that's sort of like our official announcements, as well as the team member that handles that. He just really loves shit posting. So, you'll see a whole bunch of funny memes. Many of them he makes himself. And it's just a really, it's a good way to know what's going on with the project. But in terms of actual engagement with the community, it's all about the Telegram for us.
Awesome. So guys, go check out the description of this video. We're going to have the links to their Telegram, link to their Twitter. And, with that, unless you have anything, that we didn't talk about that's important, that you want to make sure that we share with the viewers, I will let you go enjoy, the rest of your day, and just thank you very much for having spent some time with us.
Hey, thank you so much for having us on. We're all very appreciative of the opportunity to be here and to understand, I've gotten to know you over the course of the last hour or so, and it's been really great to get to know you. I really believe that you are particularly honest and just really down to earth. So it's been really cool to meet you, because not a lot of people are like that in this space, and it's very cool to see in another person. So I'm just really grateful for the opportunity, and I'm always happy to talk with people like you, because it's just been a really fantastic experience for us overall, and I can't thank you enough.
Likewise, man. I definitely feel like I made a new friend, and we will definitely get you back on the show here as some of the updates come through and some of your games get launched and some of your partnerships get formed. You guys are welcome to come back onto the show anytime. I look forward to it. So thank you, and thank all of you for watching, and we will see you again very soon in the next video. Take care and God bless.